Hi, thanks for watching my views and news. Welcome back to the channel. Three news stories. First one is about assassination of a Fano commander. A Fano commander has been assassinated. Who is he? He's not top Fano commander, but he is lower level, a Kabale level commander. Who is he? Why was he killed? Who killed him? Government forces or Fano fighters themselves? Secondly, Lalibela, an update for you from Lalibela. Fano fighters entered Lalibela on Wednesday. Flight operations at Lalibela airport were suspended. So, what is the latest? And thirdly, rapprochement between Eritrean groups in Israel. We saw a deadly clash between Eritrean groups in Israel in September, at the start of September. Dozens of Eritreans on both sides were injured after that in communal violence. Two Eritreans were killed. Firstly, viewers, a Fano commander has been assassinated. Whenever assassinations happen in the Amhara region, Fano fighters don't claim responsibility. Fano groups never issue statements claiming responsibility for the assassinations. And we have lost count of total assassinations in the Amhara region so far. So many have been assassinated. Prosperity Party officials, police officials, militia members, ENDF members, politicians, etc. But now assassination of a Fano commander. This is first assassination of Fano commander, though a Fano commander was killed a few months ago from Israel. The Fano commander was from Israel. He came to the Amhara region to fight, and he was killed in fighting. It wasn't assassination, he died in fighting. But this Fano commander has been assassinated. Unknown forces, it is being said, assassinated the Fano commander. Who is this Fano commander? Maro Birhe. Uh, 3 to 4 days ago, if you remember, I reported about a Fano commander and his subordinates who had laid down arms, who had surrendered. Ethiopian state media, Amhara state media showed this Fano commander. He said that he had made peace with the government. He had decided to stop fighting. And he surrendered in Kwara, which is to the south of Matimma, close to Sudan Amhara border. Now, Maro Birhe surrendered, and then he was not taken into custody reportedly. Or if he was in custody, there was no security, government security to protect him. He defected basically. It's not that he was captured by government forces. He developed some dispute with other Fano commanders and he decided to defect. It was a defection basically. Last night in Kwara Wareda, Dubaba Kabale, the Fano commander who defected, Maro Birhe, was attacked, killed. Maro Birhe has been killed. Who killed him? Again, unknown forces. But what we have been able to confirm is that reportedly other Fano fighters killed him. They were not happy with his decision to defect, to lay down arms, to surrender. That is why they killed him. Now, we have seen that government's sources in the past, human sources in the past, have been targeted by Fano fighters. In Gondar, we saw that when South Gondar Fano fighters entered Gondar city, they had lists of those who were working for government. They carried out target killing of government's sources there. government's informers were assassinated by Fano fighters in Gondar city. Here, a Fano commander who has surrendered, he could not be protected by the government. Who will surrender now, by the way? When people know that if anyone surrenders, he'll be assassinated. It means no one will surrender. It's a failure of the Amhara regional government. Failure of Ethiopian National Defense Force. They cannot protect those who are surrendering. They cannot protect themselves, by the way. How can they protect others? ENDF being ambushed, PP members being ambushed, government officials being ambushed, their families being harassed, threatened. So it's difficult for them to protect themselves. How can they protect those who are laying down arms or defecting? So Maro Birhe assassinated. Secondly, Lalibela town, Lalibela city, North Wollo, what happened there? What is the latest? The Fano fighters entered Lalibela, confirmation. Though Ethiopian government has been denying the report, saying that nothing happening in Lalibela, but in Lalibela, Fano fighters entered. They controlled parts of the city. ENDF had to withdraw. And there was fighting close to Lalibela airport too, though Fano could not take control of airport, but airport flight operation at the airport was disrupted, and there were no flights yesterday evening at the airport. No flights this morning too. Now this morning, early morning, Fano fighters withdrew. On Thursday morning, Fano fighters withdrew from Lalibela. There is no Fano in Lalibela city now. But where have they gone? The outskirts. They would be a few kilometers away from Lalibela. That is what they do. They know that a major counteroffensive was coming. So they wrapped up their operation. They attacked police stations, freed prisoners, captured weapons, and they fled. Now ENDF is back in the town, patrolling the streets of the Lalibela city. Again, you would see after a few days, they'll return, carry out attack, ambush ENDF, free prisoners, capture weapons, logistics, and retreat. That is what they have been doing. Lalibela back under government control, but for how long? That is the question. Can government forces protect big cities permanently or not? Difficult. You cannot deploy ENDF in entire Amhara region. How many towns, cities are in the Amhara region? Not dozens, but hundreds, I would say. Major towns, cities, cabales, hundreds. How can ENDF protect each and every cabale, each and every small town? It cannot. And militaries are not to be deployed in town, cities. Militaries are for borders. But here, military forced to be deployed to Amhara region, where we're seeing that Fano fighters are playing games, making a mockery of Ethiopian national defense, I would say. Thirdly, peace deal signed between Eritrean groups in Israel. In Israel, in September, in the first week of September, we saw that a deadly clash occurred between two Eritrean groups. Brigade Nehamado, opposition, and pro-Eritrean government groups clashed in Tel Aviv. More than 100 people were injured in that clash, including dozens of police officers. Police made arrests, and later we saw start of a trial for the deportation of the Eritreans from Israel. And then Israel-Palestine war broke out. So this trial, I think, could not progress. Rather, some Brigade Hamza members who were arrested, they were released by the government. Brigade Hamza members took part in humanitarian operations too, though animosity continued, and two Eritreans died after that in other incidents of violence in Israel. Now, a good news, a positive development that Eritrean groups, Brigade Nehamado and pro-Eritrean government, they have signed a peace deal. They have decided to stop fighting. Peace deal signed, made public, The two groups say that they'll work together, they won't fight now. Why did they sign the peace deal? Is it because of extreme rise in temperature? Or is it because of Israeli government's action? Israeli governments has been threatening that it would deport Eritreans who were involved in September the 3rd's incident of violence. Maybe it's because of threat from Israeli government, but main Brigade Neham and the group based in Europe has not issued any statement confirming the reconciliation between Eritrean groups in Israel. Brigade Nehamido, I think, is not very united. In Tigray, we saw that a group claiming to be Brigade Nehamido held some meetings and formed Brigade Nehamido Tigray wing. In Israel, Brigade Nehamido members signing peace deal with PFDJ. In Europe, no signs of any peace deal. But I would appreciate this development. I've been saying, by the way, that healthy discussions are needed between these Eritrean groups. Otherwise, violence is going to destroy Eritrean community. So, a good sign for future relation between Brigade Neham and the PFDJ members. Violence is not a solution, by the way. These Eritrean, they'll keep on killing each other. Nothing will happen. No change can be brought about in Eritrea by uh, fighting each other in Europe, in Canada, US, Israel. So it's good that better sense has prevailed in Israel. Let's hope that in Europe too we see some healthy engagement, discussions, talks between these two groups. Thank you for watching.